Yo, what's up, y'all? We're back with another episode, man. I really appreciate you guys. I have a gentleman today that popped up on the scene. He absolutely killing it, doing a variety of different leads. Ripped the final expense, did the mortgage protection, tried out the truckers, does the vets. He kind of is really a jack of all trades, if you would. But he's really on here today to kind of provide value and help you guys out. So, Cayson, thank you for hopping on today, brother.
For sure, man. For sure.
100%, bro. So let's get into it, man. First and foremost, how did you get into just life insurance in general? How did you get into the life insurance space?
So with getting into life insurance, I was at a past company and I was recruited by my cousin, actually. That company, it was kind of focused on like mass recruiting, everything like that. They weren't really focused on, teaching you the products, how to sell the products and actually make a reliable income for yourself off of distributing the products. So I got my start there. And then after a while, there also wasn't any leads. I mean, you had to sell to friends, family. They would laugh at the idea of leads. So I got my start there. And then after a while, obviously, I mean, you don't really have a lot of financial stability in a system like that when nothing's systemized. So then I came over to a new company, better systems, higher comp. It doesn't revolve around, how many people you can bring in, recruit, less pyramid schemey ish, just to be transparent. So it's definitely been a game changer here with access to leads, the system, everything systemized, sell, hire, develop, market. So that's kind of how I started in life insurance and then where I'm at now.
Yeah. No, 100%, bro. So walk us through, obviously that was then. Now walk me through your first 30 days with the company you're currently at, the agencies that you're part of. How was that? Like, did you get your teeth kicked in at first, going from not working leads? Like, did you dial aged? I guess, what was that? What was that first 30 days here like, if you could take us back?
First 30 days here, I would say I had a better start than a lot of newer agents just because I already was pretty familiar with like life insurance as a whole, the industry, the products, etc. Definitely did get my teeth kicked in a little bit. Definitely was a little bit rough. I primarily started with fresh leads actually, which I wouldn't recommend to a lot of newer agents unless you have like the capital to fail. But yeah, I got my teeth kicked in a little bit, lots of objections. I couldn't close anyone who wasn't just an absolute laydown. So over time, what I like to tell new agents is, especially in their first 30 days, is it needs to be, learning over earning because there is a learning process to learning sales, learning the industry as a whole, how you need to go about asking your clients for sensitive information. So there is a whole process to that. I would just prioritize, especially when you're newer. I mean, you gotta spend money to make money. And, in order to learn, you also have to spend money. So it's really just learning over earning your first 30 to 90 days.
Yeah. I'm a new agent and I'm like, nah, Kason, I want to run fresh leads. Why do you feel like them having those age leads is so important from like a rep standpoint? Like, what do you think that develops and within those first 30 or 60 days and why you would recommend like that agent who's like, no, I want to do it fresh? What do you say to that person to explain it in like a deeper term, like why they need these reps?
I mean, you're like I said earlier, I mean, when you're newer, it's very much, learning over earning. So when you're running age leads, number one, they're more cost effective. That's the first thing. So a lot of people when they come in, maybe they don't have the capital to invest into fresh leads right off the rip. It's a lot easier to, spend $3, $5 and get your teeth kicked in than it is to spend 20 or $30 and get your teeth kicked in.
Right.
Especially when you're newer, you're going to be able to get substantially more leads for your buck, right? Whenever you're getting age leads. So that's what I recommend for newer agents is to start with age leads. Now, it's also important that you throw yourself out there a little bit whenever you're first getting into the industry. And the more people you have, the more leads you have because you're getting them at a lower price because they're aged, the more conversations you're going to get, the more objections you're going to get, the more you're going to get your teeth kicked in a little bit. So it sets the expectation and helps you learn at a lot quicker pace than maybe just a fresh lead, right?
No, I think that's strategic, and that's what I tell all of our agents that are new that are working with us. I'm like, it's your first 30 days. Yeah, we're gonna put you on leads. Well, I have a bunch of money. It doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, we need you to get your teeth kicked in for the lowest possible cost so you can
Mhm.
actually get those reps.